I'm currently at day 10. I still have now 5 and later maybe 6 more days to add it. So it would be appreciated if you're not subscribed already to subscribe and trying to hit 100 before Advent of Code ends, which is pretty ambitious as I'm at, I think, 58 right now. Yeah, 58. So let's check out day 16, ticket translations. And I probably need to zoom this screen a bit so that you can read along more easily. So let's see, ticket translations. And let me turn down my music audio so that I don't trip myself up while reading. As you're walking to yet another connecting flight, you realize that one of the legs of your rerouted trip coming up is a high-speed train. Okay. However, the train ticket you were giving is in a language you don't understand. You should probably figure out what it says before you get to the train station after the next flight. Unfortunately, you can't actually read the words on the tickets. You can, however, read the numbers. And so you figure out the fields that these tickets must have and the valid ranges for values in those fields. Sounds interesting. You collect the rules for ticket fields, the numbers on your ticket, and the numbers on other nearby tickets for the same train service via the airport security cameras, together into a single document you can reference, your puzzle input. Okay. The rules for ticket fields specify a list of fields that exist somewhere on the ticket and the valid ranges of values for each field. For example, a rule like class 1 to 3 or 5 to 7 means that one of the fields in every ticket is named class and can be any value in the range of 1 to 3 or 5 to 7 inclusive, so that 3 and 5 are both valid in this field, but 4 is not. Each ticket is represented by a single line of comma-separated values. The values are the numbers on the ticket in the order they appear. Every ticket has the same format. Okay. Okay. Here, question mark represents a text in a language you don't understand. This ticket might be represented as, yeah. Of course, the actual train tickets you're looking at are much more complicated. In any case, you've extracted just the numbers in such a way that the first number is always the same specific field and the second number is always a different specific field, and so on. You just don't know what each position actually means. I don't get that explanation yet, but we'll read later. Start by determining which tickets are completely invalid. These are tickets that contain values which aren't value for any field. Ignore your ticket for now. Okay. Not sure yet how I know which one is my ticket, but we'll see. For example, suppose you have the following notes: class, row, blah blah blah, seat. In your ticket, 7 matches this, 1 matches this, 14 matches this. Okay, but that's not possible because there's only one that's valid for this, for these. Oh no, row can be this and then this can be this. Okay. Nearby tickets. It doesn't matter which position corresponds to which field. You can identify invalid nearby tickets by considering only whether tickets contain values that are not valid for any field. Let's see. Yeah, in this example, the values on the first nearby ticket are all valid for at least one field. This is not true for the other 3 nearby tickets. 4 is, yeah. 4 is not valid anywhere, 5 is not valid anywhere, and 12, okay. Because for this first case, right, this is really interesting because if you put 7 in this slot, that means this field has no place. So I think that's part of the second one, that you have to make sure that all fields only occur once. But it sounds like for the first problem, you only have to check which ones are not valid there. Considering the validity of nearby tickets you scanned, what is the ticket scanning error rate? What? The values are not valid for any field. Adding together all of these, this ticket scanner error rate. Okay. So what I could do for this is just produce a lookup, like for all of these ranges, to go like this one is valid. So you do the min and the max of each number that you encounter, fill the dictionary, and then go through all the ranges and set the ones as valid. Then look up the key. If it doesn't exist, it's invalid, and you add it. So that is one option. Okay, departure locations. We don't use those at all. Okay. Okay, so part 1 should be fairly fast, but I've said that so many times before. So let's just get on with it. Boom, 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 boom. Public static in day 16. String input is get input 16. And we're still running as always, so let's remove that. Okay, so we do const string my ticket header is blah times const string over tickets header is blah. I need to get better at parsing input. Just doing the parser data 20 minutes input and oops. That's rough. We do int result is 0, return result. Okay, so we have that. For each string line input, let's say int my ticket index is -1 over ticket index is -1. I'm just thinking I could also just because I could do it by line and then yeah, never mind. I'm just going to do it like this. It's okay. Oh wait, I forgot, because the thing that I thought to skip is actually the field lengths. Okay. So there are ors. So I could probably do this. Okay. Pattern field I'm just thinking I could split by double new line. Don't I have like a print split by, and I can do well, I can't even find my double quotation mark and n. console right line for each string line and input. I'm hitting so many wrong keys here. So we do so this should print out the 3 sections, right? And I need to have it this there. One, 2, 3. Okay, so I have those split into 3 sections. That is nice. So now I can go. So it will be list string name. Int from int 2, range 1, int from int 2, range 2, fields is not blah. Oh, this is correct, right? Okay, it doesn't like something that I'm doing here. It caught up. Okay, I can just say var. So I have that. So let's just do input 0 dot select. Scammer is here. It's weird, I can't make you a moderator. Oh, I can't do it in this view. Let me do that here, I think. Right. Boom, you're now a moderator. So let me just slash ban. Boom. Looks like someone solved today's problem with Excel. Nice. Input. What was I doing? Oh yeah, select. We want x.split. And actually we do for each. String line in field 0 dot. No, come on. Lines. It's input 0. Come on. Input 0 dot lines. We do var parts is line dot split. Come on. Split like this. No, we need split by like this. So now we have name. So now we can do fields.add parts 0, parts 0. And we can do var ranges is parts 1 dot split or What is it complaining about? Split by or. Okay, let me just. To list. And now we have the name in there. This one becomes int.parse ranges 0 dot. We also need to split those. Okay. Range A is ranges 0 dot split. No, just a regular split now. By this one. I'm starting to think it might be faster to just write a regex, but let's see. And then we parse range A0, comma, int dot parse range A1. So this is the first range. Now we need to have the second one. This will be our value. B. Right. We have one dash too many. Comma IntelliSense is really not liking it today. Let me see. Input parse. Sometimes there's just too many ranges. No, okay, like this. This is hardly very hard to read now. Sorry for that. But this should give us nice fields to map with. So those are the ranges. Then we have our ticket. We can skip our own ticket, and then we have the other tickets. So we have hash set int. Actually, no. So we do other values is new hash set int, and we take input 2 dot split, comma yes punt as int 32s. So this is the values. Now we do let's do var valid numbers. Yeah, split some maps. Yeah, valid numbers is new dictionary int. Actually, it's just hash set int, and this one becomes so let's see, public static IEnumerable int make range int from int 2 for int from int e is from I smaller or equal to I yield return I. Right. So now we have our hash set of valid numbers, and we do for each var field and fields, valid numbers union with make range, and this will be field print range 1 print from field print range 1 print 2. So this builds a lookup of all valid numbers, and now we can go through each one of the numbers here. For each command for each num and other values. If not contains num, result plus is num. So now we do console.writeLine error rate result. Let's see. Okay, let's see. What do I have for the inputs? Call stack. Where is my call stack? It's over here. I need to remove the... Yes, okay. Dot substring other tickets header dot length +1. Quick watch. Okay, that is good. Let's restart this. Still doesn't like it. And I also need to split by new line. Right. No problem. Okay, do you guys hear me? Are you still with me? Is anybody still here? Okay. I'm not sure if anybody's still here, but my camera will be dead because the capture device doesn't work. So let me just try and restart the solution. Can you still hear my audio? Let's see. Let's try to run this again because I don't think there's a reason for this to be slow. Okay, so there's still something wrong here. Let's see what X is an empty string. Okay. I think it might be the SSD that OBS is writing to, that it might have some issues. You're just too good looking, I guess. Yeah, that'll be it. Somebody said I looked like Lil Wayne yesterday. I don't think that was a compliment. Let's see, other ticket headers, nearby tickets. Is there like a space somewhere? Oh yeah, there's an, okay, I need to make sure that I remove string split options, remove empty entries. I always do that normally, but let's just run that again. And I need to make sure that it's okay. So now I can't use the params entry. I really like params in C#, but let's see if this is correct. Not the right answer. The answer is too low. If you're stuck, make sure you're using the full input data. Is there repeating numbers here? That might be the case. Let me see. Let me see. Let's make this in a list of string and see if something else comes out of it. Is this a higher number? I don't even remember my last input. You guess, okay, yeah. So I deduplicated the numbers. And we did it! Ah, damn it, you can't see me cheering. Okay. Man, it really sucks that there's no camera right now, but okay. I guess I can pick my nose if I wanted to right now. Yeah. Nearly. First try again, yeah. Let's continue to part 2. How long was I streaming before everything crashed? Let's see. Now that you've identified which tickets contain valid numbers, invalid numbers, discard those tickets entirely. Use the remaining valid tickets. Use the remaining valid tickets to determine which field is which. Okay, that's a nice challenge. Using the valid ranges for each field, determine what order the fields appear on the tickets. Okay, so first, this is 2 steps, right? First you need to discard the tickets. So instead of using my approach here, I need to make like a validator, so I need to split them by line and not by comma, so that I have tickets instead of all the field IDs. Okay, let's see. Using the valid range for each field, determine what order the fields appear on the tickets. The order is consistent between all tickets. If seat is the 3rd field, it's a 3rd field on every ticket, including your ticket. Okay. For example, suppose you have the following notes. Based on the nearby tickets in the above example, the first position must be row. Let's see. The first must be row. Okay. Okay, it's not based on my ticket in this case, because this one. Yeah. Okay. So this could still be fairly easy, because you just have to split them by index and just check which one is valid, but there could be multiple combinations, right? Yes. This is fun. This should be doable. But we need to refactor some of the code. Based on the text, yeah. Once you work out which field is which, look for the 6th field in your ticket that start with the word departure. What do you get if you multiply those 6 values together? Okay. Sure. Let's go back to the code. Stop running. So we need to make this into a part 2. Part 2. Okay, so now instead of doing this bad boy, we need to have the lines. So we do var other tickets is, we do this, and we split them just by the new line. Okay, so we do for each ticket in other tickets. Now we do for ticket values is ticket.as, and now split. Now we do comma and as int 32s. Once again, this is a extension function that I wrote that just parses every string like that. There's multiple variations of that. So now we can do, we need to keep track of which ones are valid. So we have a list of int valid other tickets. Boom. And now we do for each ticket values. Let's call it num. We do bool is valid is true, is valid is false, if is valid, valid other tickets add ticket values. Okay, so now we have all of those, and we know that by index they're all the same. So now we can do console.writeLine wrong end. So let's see, we have other tickets at length. So we should get a number that 190 out of 243 tickets are valid, so that is fine. We also need to account for our own ticket. I think we can just add it here. And I assume it is valid. Maybe that's a mistake, but should I just append it here? I can just do this plus, and then we do input, come on, input one dot substring my ticket dot length plus one. Sure. So we do that. Now we have just call this tickets valid tickets. Okay, now we have all the tickets, and now we can loop through all of them to see which field they can belong to. And now we do a small helper function, I think, static bool matches field. No, wait, I can just do a function here. Let me think, because we have these fields, I need to have them like in a dictionary to have them all have the same index. So let me just give them an ID here. So I do int ID. I can just be a byte, by the way. Memory efficient, except stuff will be misaligned probably, but yeah. And we do fields.count will be the ID. What is the issue now? Sure. You know what? Let's just make it an int. I'm not gonna bother with that now. Because there are just a few. So now I need to make sure that I keep a list of every number that's valid for all of them. And I probably need to let me think, because actually you should start with all numbers and then remove the ones that are not valid till there's just one more left, right? So we can probably do for each var ticket in tickets. Oh no, just valid tickets actually. these should correspond to, so let's see, dictionary int, comma, list. I'm just thinking, because we need to have, for each, I'm making hand gestures, but you can't see. I really hate not having a camera here, man. Sorry for that. So what I'm trying to do is for each field, so these are the fields that we've parsed with these ranges, right? We need to make sure, actually we can extend this even, because this make range thing is really useful. I can just turn this into, actually, I'll keep the original values, but I'll also do a hash set int valid numbers, right? So I can do I just need to be sure that I'm in the right indentation here. I can do new hash set int. So let me just make sure that I put this here. Range 1. So I can do var range 1 is this. Var range 2 is, because I need the values from here. And this might also make it a bit more readable. Range 2. Boom. And now I can do this, and I can do make range 1, comma, from range 1. I should probably just write change this function to accept a range like that. This. So this also cuts this down, and this will also make this easier. Oh, I'm changing. Okay, let's see. I was changing the other function. This one, and now I can do make range 1 union width. Union make range 2. Okay, so now every field also has its valid range in there. So now I can just test all of them. Hey, a Christmas C# guy, thank you. Wave for each. Wave, field, wave. I don't understand the hand gestures, but yeah, let's see. So I'm just thinking of, I need to find a way to set up the valid fields, right? And maybe I should just actually use my tickets here to set up the valid fields. Maybe that is the best approach. So I can say var my ticket is dot split, comma, as in 32s. So now I can go for each var val in my ticket. So now, assuming my ticket is valid, which is a big assumption, I can set up a lookup or a list of all the fields each index is valid for. So I can do dictionary int, which is the field ID, and then hash set int valid fields, something like that. Sorry, so the first one will be, this will be occurrence index in ticket, comma, valid possible field IDs. All right, so we do, we actually need to loop this as an int, so for int I is 0, I smaller than my ticket that length, count, and increment I. Hey, I like your emojis. I'm so used to being the only one having access to those emojis. I like them. I usually use them to like get attention for like when I'm moderating in Danny's stream. I just drop a few of my own emotes in there because I'm the only one that has them. And then I can like wave in color and get somebody's attention. Let's see. And I still want to make a few. I think I'm going to make one with like I'm an idiot, because from all the editing I've been doing, I have like 6 cuts of me going I'm an idiot. So I think I'm going to make like a jump cut of all of those as like a small teaser for when everything is done. So yeah, let's get this done. So for each field, we have to now check all the valid, no, let's say fields. So we do for int f is 0, f smaller field at count, and we increment f. And later we can go through the valid fields and just check those, because they can only become less valid, not more valid. So if, so let's set up a field. A field looks like this. Sorry for the horrible definition. So we can do field. We can do field is field f. We also have an int val. We do val is my ticket I. Ticket val. Boom. So now we do if field but valid numbers that contains, come on, contains ticket val. Yeah, we also need to make sure that we have a hash set for valid numbers for index is new hash set int. Valid fields for index is the name. Valid fields for index, blah. We can do .add, and we do I, no f, sorry. So we keep track of which field is possible, and then we do with valid fields .add I, comma this. So now we can do console right line index I, and now we can do string join, comma, and then we get valid fields. So this should already dump out okay, we call this ticket field. So this should write out all the good morning. Let's just make sure I do this. Okay, this is fine because our ticket is valid for, I think, every field. So now we move to all of the other ones. And so what we do now is we go through, we do this. And we do ticket val, valid tickets. Yeah, we do for int f is 0. This is, it's just this loop, right? And now we do for each. Oh, because they also have an index, so I could have just for each this, but that doesn't matter. So we do for each valid var entry and valid tickets. Okay, still call this ticket, right? Ticket. And we can just say, how do you say? Ticket val is ticket f. Is that correct? Yes. No. Wait. Where's my look at valid fields? Right. I need to do valid fields. Sorry. My bad. So you do for each. No. For int e is 0. I smaller. Valid fields that count. We do that. That's also just key based, but it doesn't matter. So we loop through all the fields to the valid fields. Then we do still valid is valid fields I. Let's see. And then we for each these, just for each int f and still valid. So these are still the keys that are still valid. And I need to list this because I will modify it in flight. Now we have the ticket. This is correct. I just need to go to this .toList. So now I need to make sure that I check this one. Let's see. Let me check, because this is the ticket count. Am I doing it wrong? Okay, let's see. I go to each ticket. Oh yeah, I go to my ticket. Come on. So, and the index here is the field in each ticket. So valid fields goes to each index. Okay. And this will give the IDs of the fields that are valid for that index. How can I start programming and getting motivated? Depends on what kind of... So, do we have video again? Are we back? Oh my god, we're back. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. It's been a nightmare. I think my PC is actually dying. So, I think the SSD that is recording to is dying. So, it's good that I ordered something new. Let's see. So yeah, let's just finish this, and then I can go ahead and do the rest of my job. So sorry for all the restarts, but I think, yeah, let's try to get back here. So these are the columns in each field. It's back. Yeah, great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. So these are the columns in each field. So let's say, and this will have, of the index in each ticket, this will have which fields are still valid for those tickets. So I'll just go through each of those fields and then validate every ticket against it that we know is valid. So we have the field here, now we have the ticket. The ticket value should be actually I, because this is the column that we're checking. And then we need to make sure. So if it's not valid anymore, we need to do still valid.remove F in this case. And if we only have one left, then we can say continue if count larger than 1. So, and now I can do console right line. Actually, let's just make sure. That in the end that I do this. So this should cut down considerably on the existing values. So let's see if this actually works. Okay. So we go from this to this. And now we do a reverse step, because we sort this by length, and then we go from index that is only has one value, and then we move up, because we see index 2 can only be a value 6. Then index 17 can only be a value 10. So then we have 6 and 10 removed. So 18 can only be 8. And so like that, we need to go through it, remove all the valid indexes from the other ones, and start iterating. So that is why it's great to visualize some things sometimes. So now we do valid fields order by x dot value dot count. We get into the Sudoku part now. Yes, yes, we are. So we do for each field in and actually we need to do this until so while true. That's right, that infinite loop, baby. So we do var target is this first. Okay. If target value that count is 1, did something is false, and then we do if not did something break. Well, to Sudoku, yeah. Actually the output that I had, I could have solved it by hand probably, but let's write something for it because that's nicer. Then we go through all the fields. Actually, we can just do for each var field invalid fields. And now we can say if field count is 1, remove from the others. And then we can do for each field invalid fields. Let's see. Other field if other field.id .key is not field.key if other field.value that contains target, and here we can say target is field.value 0. So int target true, put something as false, and now we can do, wow, did something. So this is a bit nicer. Okay. First, sure, buddy. If contains target, remove target, did something is true. So if we do this again, let's see what we end up with. So here we have it solved. Now we need to write out the names for them as well. And I can just cheat here. First, and this will be fields name. So now we have those. So this is the input, the output. And now we need to figure out, multiply the 6 values together that start with the word departure. Okay, so we can do int result, result is already 0, right? Let me, yeah, I do result is 0. Let's just do list int values is blah. String name is blah. If name, that's, come on, name that starts with departure, come on, so close, departure, values that add, and then we need to have my ticket I. No, this is the end. Yeah, this is correct. And now I can do result is values that sum. No, it's multiply, right? Okay. Result is values 0. Is 1 small result that count Come on, length. Wait, what the? Result isn't, values, dot count. And I probably need to make this into a long just in case, but values I. I don't know. Let's see. Values product. Nope. I can make one, but it's not in there. Okay. Visual Studio. Yeah. Did I have this string correctly? Departure. Okay. Is it case sensitive? No. Okay. So I can do const string departure is name of. Let's see. So now I can say console.writeLine result. Oh, come on. Like that. And as I said, I need to return and make this into a long, I think, just in case. Long. Where's my code? Here. So let's see if this works. Hello, big number. And let's see if I did it all correctly. Woohoo! And there's no camera for seeing me cheer. Such a sad moment. But I'm happy that I did it. Yeah, this was nice. And it really sucks that I don't have a proper recording for this now. Go figure. I have perfect recordings of seeing me struggle. But yeah. I need to have like a multi-camera setup so that when something dies that I can just reconnect or something. But yeah. I'm happy. So I want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe join me tomorrow on Twitch, because I've been doing this every day live on Twitch. So if you want to see if I can make it next day, come say hi on Twitch. I'll leave the link in the description. Bye bye.